Hi, I'm Terry and welcome to Cat Scratch Kitchen. Today we're going to make a clone of a very famous spice blend called Old Bay. So now Old Bay is a spice blend that's branded and used generally as a seafood spice in crab boils, shrimp boils, things like that, especially shellfish. Do you know that you can use Old Bay in all kinds of applications? It's delicious on boiled corn, just sprinkled on top, on popcorn even, or on roasted vegetables. You want to put roasted vegetables in a sheet pan or in your air fryer and just sprinkle a little of the Old Bay on top. It adds a terrific flavor. There's just so many ways you can use this seasoning blend. Don't think of it as only for seafood. And if you can't get it in your area, this is a way to make it for yourself so that you have something almost exactly the same. So let's get started. The first thing you need is bay leaves. Now if you can find bay leaf powder, perfect. If not, need about 10 bay leaves, spice grinder or coffee grinder, or a small food processor, and make your own powder. That's what I've done here. A tablespoon of celery salt, 1½ teaspoons of dry mustard, a teaspoon of ground black pepper, a teaspoon of ginger, a teaspoon of smoked paprika, half a teaspoon of white pepper, half a teaspoon of ground nutmeg, half a teaspoon of cloves, which we're going to replace with a half a teaspoon of allspice, and then a half a teaspoon of regular ground allspice. So you're looking at a total of a teaspoon of allspice, 1/4 teaspoon of crushed red pepper flakes, half a teaspoon of mace if you have it, otherwise substitute nutmeg, 1/4 teaspoon of cardamom. If you don't happen to have cardamom, you can substitute 1/8 teaspoon of cinnamon and 1/8 teaspoon of cloves if you have it, and 1/8 teaspoon of cinnamon. Now we're going to put it on our spice grinder and we'll grind it up until it's totally smooth, totally combined. Now once it's combined, we're going to store it in a jar or some sort of a spice canister that you have that's airtight, and you're all set. You have your own clone of Old Bay seafood seasoning. We hope you enjoyed this recipe. Be sure to check the description for a link to print it out. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for a new video every Monday. Until then, have fun in the kitchen.